So there are quite a few stereotypes in this game, obviously, not really too surprising considering the time period this was in. I mean, this is like 1992, you know, it's like, you know, stereotypes for gamers and servers and everything else were still alive and well. And, oh yeah, you have to throw the frisbee in there. And it was also perfectly acceptable to make fun of such stereotypes, you know, in a joking way. Now, if you make fun of stereotypes in any way, pretty much 5 people lobby to protest and boycott you, and you get thrown into a hole and beaten and tortured for like 20 days. So, you know, that's not acceptable anymore. But here, if you jump on this thing, you get bounced up in the air. And no, I'm not saying, you know, making fun of people and hurting their feelings or something like that is good. But I'm saying at the same time, you know, it's like people need to lighten up a little bit. It's like nowadays people are so afraid to make fun of most things that, you know, it's like, oh my god, this is gonna offend somebody. Like, case in point, the Goof Troop video I did. I'd like to clear that up, by the way, because I know most of you didn't take offense to this. I know most of you realized full well what I was saying. And this isn't even a stereotype, I'm just pointing out how ridiculous this was. I was playing Goof Troop with Elise, and I mean, I've got videos out on my channel. This particular video is up on there. And I said, I was making a joke referencing that since Elise was playing as Max, which is Goofy's kid, I forgot exactly how we got onto this topic, but I said something along the lines of, for Halloween, we were talking about, because Halloween was back then, that's when that video was shot. I said to her, I said, oh, for Halloween, you know, you should dress up as a, what was it exactly? I think I said, you should dress up as Harlequin, so then you'd be a transgender jester version of Max, or something like that. Or I said, like, Max should dress up as that or whatever, because that's who she was playing as, right? Now, the reason I brought Harlequin into that is because there was a running joke with me and Elise and stuff like that, where she, when I did streams and stuff like that, or when she did streams, you know, when I was on stream with her, she did a Harlequin voice from, you know, Batman and stuff like that. No, yeah, you kind of have like a coin system in this game, where if you get hit and you take too much damage, as long as you can get your own thing, you can come back to life, but that's not what happened. But I made that joke because that's kind of like a running joke, because like I think her Harlequin voice is really fucking good. Harley Quinn, whatever. I think it's really good, and a lot of other people on stream thought so too. It's like almost a perfect replication of it, the way that was in the cartoon. But she thinks it sucks. So that's why I was joking that as a Halloween costume, she should go as Harley Quinn. However, since she was playing as Max, a male, and Harley Quinn is a female, I said if she was going as Harley Quinn and she's playing as Max in the game, that it would be a transgender. In other words, you know, one sex going to another, that she would be female, but now she was a male because she's playing as Max. I in no way said that being transgender is bad or weird or stupid or anything else of the sort. I never implied that being, I don't even know, but like basically a few people took super offense to that and thought I was immediately like homophobic and against transgender people or something like that from that comment. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, you can't even make a comment that's not even meant to be offensive, not even meant to like say that that's weird or bad without people taking offense nowadays. And so I don't think games like this would even exist in today's society. I think it would honestly offend people to the point that they would get butthurt over it. That it's a surfer dude and he's on the islands and all this other stuff. And I'm sorry for going on a rant like that. I know some of you like the rants and I know some of you don't. But, you know, yeah, I had to bring that up just to clear that up in case anybody was still wondering about that. So no, I'm not homophobic in any way. I'm not racist in any way. I have absolutely nothing against anybody that is gay or bisexual or transgender or a hermaphrodite. And I don't even think, like, you know, some people are like, oh, like, I tolerate it or something like that. I don't even see anything weird or bad with any of that, like, at all. Like, I don't even see whatever. Like, I just don't even see anything, like, weird or odd or bad about it. Like, if I was gay, I'd be flat out open with it. I would have fucking said flat out, I'm gay. I would have fucking told you guys. I wouldn't give a shit, you know? But I'm not. I have no interest in guys, you know? I mean, I know for a fact I don't. But if I did, I'd just be like, fuck it, you know, what the hell? For me, it's like, for me, the whole thing about homosexuality and bisexuality and everything else is when you have any sort of an organism, there will be fluctuations in the genetics of that organism. And so, logically, I mean, it would only make sense, logically and scientifically, that there would be variations of sexual preference in human beings. I mean, that would have to make logical sense because there's genetic variations in all creatures. Like I've mentioned a few times in some of my other videos, blue eyes are a genetic mutation. They are not naturally supposed to occur in humans. They are a mutation. All people with blue eyes come from one ancestor about 10 or so thousand years ago that had the genetic mutation to have the albino gene in their eyes, and then they passed that down along their descendants. And so, like, I have blue eyes. We don't actually have blue eyes. We just don't have any pigment in our eyes. And so, yeah, so, you know, I don't know what the hell these little things are that they shoot at you. Little seeds? Little dicks? I don't even know. But, oh yeah, this dog, by the way, I haven't mentioned this, is an asshole. Like, unless you get a bone, he will go and eat all of your power-ups, and you don't get shit for it. So yeah, he's kind of an asshole. He's not a good helper. But, look at these crabs flip their shit. But that's what I'm saying, though, is, you know, so it would only make logical sense, and there is some scientific proof to back this up, too. You know, it's of course debated. It's of course hotly debated, you know, whether or not that scientific proof is actually accurate or not. But all the same, it just makes sense to me that there would have to be something like that. There would have to be a genetic variation, you know. So anyways, that's my whole opinion on that. So just to clear up that record. And the racism thing, I'd like to clear that up too real quick while we're on the topic of controversial things. I do a lot of accents in my videos and stereotypes, and I make fun of all that stuff. However, take into account that I have friends from like multiple different nations, multiple different cultures, you know, races, colors, genetics, everything. You know, I mean, for fuck's sake, my two best friends are, one of them is Mexican and the other one's half Filipino, you know? And so it's like, you know, I don't know what to say. If anybody ever actually thinks I'm racist, I don't even know what to even say. You know, I mean, I could basically call up like a billion examples of like different things that show I'm not at all. It's like, you know, I don't know. I don't see the point in being any of that. I don't see the point in being racist or homophobic or anything else, because the fact is, we all still eat and breathe and shit and fuck and everything else. So, you know, under that definition, we're all still human. Now, I like how this music's like all cheery and I'm like giving like a speech. But that's just what I'm saying. So anybody, you know, wondering that, no. So, people can be smart and people can be idiots across all races and sexual preferences. So we're all human. There you go. And that is the end of my speech. So if anybody ever accuses me of being either one of those, now I have this video to just refer back to them. I'll just be like, go watch Greendog. Go watch Greendog. And they'll be like, why the hell am I going to watch that? Because I don't talk shit about anything in the video. I don't fucking mention anything in the video. Or anything in the game. I just talk about that.